has asked me to meet him at the Bristol Museum, and I have a feeling he has a new idea for another one of our road trips of discovery. So James, why have you asked me to meet you here?
Well, this week I thought we could go on a bit of a fossil hunt. So I thought we'd go down to the Jurassic coast in Dorset and go see if we can find the very own sea monster. These fossils are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they are, but where are we going to find our own fossils?
I think first I'm going to have to find an expert.
I'll go and find a map.
While Jennifer went to hunt for her map, I went on the hunt for a fossil expert, and that expert was just next door in the Wills Memorial Building of the University of Bristol. Here I asked the world-renowned paleontologist Professor Mike Benton how fossils are made and why he's dedicated his life to them.
Well, fossils can be preserved in many different ways. The commonest occurrence of fossils is that they are turned into rock in some way, and the correct word for that is petrified. These are the remains of once living creatures. And I think what excites me about them is there is nothing living like them. So in this case, this is a bone of probably a bone of an ichthyosaur. There are no living ichthyosaurs. There's nothing like them. You can't go to a zoo. You can't watch a film. So if we want to know anything about them, we have to look at these bones.
So it's not just to collect pretty fossils like this. Can they tell us anything about life today?
It helps us answer questions about origins. So I think everybody would want to know, whether you're a scientist or not, and this has been a question that people have argued about, well, for thousands of years. Where do human beings come from? And without fossils, we'd be perhaps struggling to answer them. But one of the good things about the fossil record is we can use that as a way of studying or trying to understand what might happen in the future.
Okay, so we're looking to go hunt for some fossils. Where should we go?
I suppose one of the best places, of course, would be Lyme Regis. This is one of the most famous in the world. I say that because Lyme Regis was discovered as a fossil site, well, over 200 years ago, and many people have heard of Mary Anning, and she made huge contributions.
Thank you very much for talking to us today.
So we have our destination, the 95-mile Jurassic coast down in Dorset. It's time to hit the road.
I'm ready to go.
So am I. I drop Jennifer off at Lyme Regis and head to Charmouth to meet Chris Pamplin, a geologist and professional fossil hunter who's been leading guided walks for 17 years. I'm keen to pick his brains for fossil finding tips.
So what makes this area so good for fossil hunting?
We've got cliffs that are always falling down, very soft cliffs, and we've got a lot of fossils coming out of those cliffs onto the beach.
I guess what kind of fossils are we likely to find on the beach here?
Mainly ammonites and belemnites, the two most common fossils. But if we're very lucky, we might see a little bit of ichthyosaur backbone or something like that.
When we're on a beach like this, where's best to look? Is it more near the ocean, near the sea, or is it near the cliffs?
It's definitely away from the cliffs. It's down near the water. Let the sea do the work, let it come in over the beach and clean the beach up every day, and then look for stuff on the beach. And the secret really is to know which stones have got the fossils in and which haven't. If you find the right stone, you might get something like this. So these are ammonites, and there were hundreds and hundreds of these swimming around in the Jurassic seas. Not so many fish, but a lot of ammonites. Well, I've got another little one here, which has got a line of ammonites going around it, and if I hit that...
Absolutely amazing. We found this morning.
Yep.
Down here.
It's not just the fossils that are impressive here. The cliffs at Charmouth and along the Jurassic coast are England's first natural World Heritage Site. They show the sedimentary cross-section of a Jurassic seabed.
And these layers, these rock strata, were laid down over hundreds of millions of years. And they're like the pages of a book. And on this book, we can read the history of life on Earth. And here we can even see how the immense forces of the Earth's plates moving and colliding has pushed these layers of rock upwards, creating these striking patterns.
Over in Lyme Regis, I'm finding out more about Mary Anning. Mary Anning was born right here in Lyme Regis in 1799. Self-educated, she made some of the most important paleontological discoveries of all time and changed the way we saw the history of our planet. At only 12, Mary and her brother uncovered an ichthyosaur in the local cliffs. Ichthyosaurs are not actually dinosaurs, but marine reptiles who lived in the water but breathed air like whales. Because of Mary, we have learned so much about these ancient giants. Well, ichthyosaurs are clearly still making a big splash, but I doubt we'll be finding any of them today. But hopefully I can beat James to finding their dinner, ammonites. are ancient marine creatures that lived in the seas between 240 and 65 million years ago. They're part of the cephalopods and have a modern-day relative in the Nautilus. They're generally spiral-shaped with these ribs, and I'm hoping to find some on my fossil hunt today. Having discovered lots in Lyme Regis, James picked me up and we headed back to Charmouth for our final challenge. Maybe I'll find enough to set up shop selling seashells by the seashore.
Well, let's make it interesting. 5 minutes, who can find the most fossils from the dead bit of driftwood to the plastic bag, okay?
All right, well, 3, 2, 1, go!
Keep off the cliffs, you hooligan!
Not gonna beat you!
This is not going to beat me. Okay, so we've got our treasure trove. You can see we've got some fossils on the surface here. They just look like little ammonites.
Amazing.
We can have a go.
Wow.
Chris showed me early on how to get on the inside to see if we've got any more.
Oh,
So-
I wish you luck.
I've never done this before. Ugh. I don't seem to be having much luck there. But
no.
let's try yours.
All right, let's give this a little go. Give this one just a little hit. Oh, I think I might have something.
It's ammonite.
Looks like another ammonite. As we said, ammonites aplenty.
Ammonites are plenty. Once again, females are proving the superior fossil hunters down here on the Jurassic coast.
Yeah, that hat didn't help. You did it, James.
Did.
Well, as the sun sets, I think our time here is over. We're going to head back to Bristol now. We've had an amazing time here at the Jurassic coast, and if you're looking for something fun to do this summer, why not come down and try fossil hunting yourself?